Hey, thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Richmond's Sunday celebration service. I'm Reverend Valorie Gunsch, and I'm glad to be here back in the room and to stay this week because I got called away suddenly last week. But anyway, the service was great, wasn't it? The meditation and the lesson, it was wonderful. Yes. All right, so welcome to our service, those of you who have joined us online and those who are in the room. We'll start with our first unity principle. There is one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good. Right, and if you're new to to coming here, please raise your hand, and we would love to welcome you and give you our welcome packet, which we have in our hallway there, that will allow you to get connected as you so choose with us and the activities that we have. If you're online and you want to have more information, please send us a little nudge in the chat. Our service leader today is Maureen Anderson, our treasurer of the board, and she's going to share our daily word.
Good morning. Is this on? Do I need to check? Oh, now I can hear me. Okay. Good morning. I just needed to have faith, which is our daily word for today. Faith heals, prospers, blesses, and sustains me. Sometimes I wish I had a way of looking into the future and knowing what to expect. But even though I cannot know how the future might unfold, I can still be prepared for it through the power of my faith. Having faith means I have unwavering fidelity to spiritual truth. My faith is my anchor, keeping me steady during shifting worldly circumstances and focused not only on the things of the world, but on the power of the Spirit. My faith keeps me steadfast in the midst of uncertainty, inventive when met with stagnation, and adaptable when faced with changing circumstances. I turn my attention to God and feel my soul illumined by my belief that everything is working for good. I align with this truth and go forth blessed by my faith. For we walk by faith, not sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Say the affirmation with me, there we go. Say it with me 3 times. Faith heals, prospers, blesses, and sustains me. Faith heals, prospers, blesses, and sustains me. Faith heals, prospers, blesses, and sustains me. Now stand and join us for our congregational.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that
Thank you. And isn't it nice to affirm that? I am so blessed and I am so grateful. So let us settle in our seats, get comfortable, our feet on the floor, be grounded, close your eyes if you're comfortable, or just have a soft gaze in front of you. Let's take a deep breath. Let it go. And one more. Let us take a moment and recall a time and feel that feeling you had when you were peaceful, when you just felt that all was well, everything was right, and there was peace in your heart. Feel that feeling rise in your body. Feel it rise up. Fill your heart and soul, fill your torso. Rise and leave your body through your arms and your feet and your head. The peace in your heart is just radiating, radiating, and let us send that peace into the world. And we take time to care for ourselves. Take a sip of water when we need to, or whatever, to have peace in our bodies and our spirits. And as we feel this peace rising and radiating, we send it out into the world. Our peace is radiating throughout this building, out into Richmond, out into Virginia, into our country, into the planets, the whole entire world, and into the planets. It's radiating everywhere. And we see this peace settling and falling on everybody here on earth like the rain. It falls on everybody. Our peace falls and settles on everybody in the planet, especially the people who are feeling strife, who are feeling the pain and the discomfort of war. The people in the Ukraine, we're sending them our peace and our love and our light and our assurance that love will prevail and peace will prevail. We do the same for the people in Israel and Gaza, that this conflict that's lasted for eons, we share our peace and our love with them so that it may dissolve, so that the fear in their hearts may be transformed to compassion and to hope. And we see them shifting. And our peace makes a difference. The peace we're radiating and sending out is making a difference to somebody somewhere. Our love and our peaceful feelings are joining up with others who are doing the same. And it's a powerful, mighty shift. We release our peace and love into the world, and so it is. Amen. So after the opening prayer, we're going to say the Metro Richmond prayer, so join me. We pray for the families of Metropolitan Richmond, for persons who are lonely or have no family, for persons who are estranged from their families, for persons who are grieving the loss of a loved one, and for all who need to feel the love of God. We have lots of opportunities here at Unity of Richmond. This is such a dynamic, wonderful place to be. Our first opportunity is a Celtic music concert. Join Dan O'Neill, Nancy Orr, and special guest violinist Colin McLeod at Unity Richmond for an evening of Celtic music. This will be on November 15 in person at 7 p.m., and it's a love offering event. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. We've all heard Dan and Nancy, and Colin is somebody I've actually bumped into out in the world, and he is a wonderful violinist. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And next up, we have a Habitat for Humanity opportunity. Yeah, we want to let you know that we have a date scheduled for Habitat for Humanity this year. It'll be on December 9th. We're joining up with Unity of Bonaire. sign up. We'll be passing around a sign-up sheet in a moment. So sign up, and Eric Lamberson will email more information to everybody who volunteers. And when that sign-up sheet comes around, know that it's going to be featuring other things that we'll be announcing in a moment. So when the clipboard comes to you, pick up the sheets. There's going to be 3 sheets for you, 3 sheets of opportunities. So make sure you see them all and that you sign up. Our third announcement is about the Holiday Art and Gift Bazaar. You all know we have a fun holiday coming. Our holiday fun is coming up. We're kicking off the holiday season with our annual pop-up. Join us next Sunday on November 19th, before and after the service, an hour before and an hour after the service, and check out our local artists. We have Janet and Baba Ra coming to tell us something more. You need mics. You need mics. Here, that one.
Hey, man, where are we going?
We're going to Unity of Richmond.
Really? What's going on special there?
We're going to have an art and crafts pop-up. And we want everybody to bring at least 3 guests. To only 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. It sounds like it's going to be quite the event.
Well, it's going to be great because they can buy Christmas gifts.
Oh, so where is it, man?
800 Bland Avenue. Oh. In Richmond.
Oh, and when is this?
Sunday.
Oh, is this oh, you mean next Sunday?
Next Sunday.
Oh, outstanding. I think we're going to be there.
And there'll be Christmas gifts starting from $1 on up. You can't beat it.
Oh, boy.
So bring money.
That sounds like so much fun. It's going to be terrific. Yeah. So continuing our holiday events, we'll launch it with our holiday decorating party on December the 2nd at 11 a.m. You won't want to miss this opportunity to add your touches to our beautiful building. We're calling all hands to help set up around the building to inspire the cheer of the season. It's always a lot of fun, and it looks so beautiful. The whole place looks so beautiful when it's done. Following that will be a chili cook-off and our cookie social. We're doing a combo event. Please be sure to sign up in advance to participate in either of these. And by that, we mean be a chili cooker, be a chili chef. If you think you have the best chili around, this is the time to prove it. Bring a pot full of chili for everyone to try during our chili tasting. And whether you prefer the classic beef or a vegetarian option, we're excited to try it all. So if you believe that you have the best chili around, why not take the challenge and enter the cook-off? Who knows, you might just win not only a prize, but the title of Best Chili Chef Around. Now that's something, right? And the cookie social is similar in the sense, well, it's not a contest. Nobody's throwing down here for the cookies. But we are offering an opportunity to showcase baking skills. You could bring a batch of cookies to share with others. And if you're feeling friendly, bring a recipe for your delights. It's a great opportunity to try new cookies, and who knows, maybe you'll find a new favorite. Don't forget to bring a basket or container to hold all the tasty treats that you receive as the recipient of that sharing dynamic. So that's December the 10th at 12:30 after the service. So sign up. And lastly, you can take a look at our holiday schedule here or pick up a holiday card in the gathering service. We have a postcard or something that has our holiday schedule. You can put it on your refrigerator. We've got the pop-up, holiday decorating, the chili cook-off, and cookie social. We've mentioned those already. Those are the next 3 weeks. And then following that, we have a youth-led service on December 17th, chant night on December 20th. Those are always wonderful. Candlelight service on Christmas Eve, but it's in the daytime because it's a Sunday. So we'll be doing that service during our Sunday service at 11. Christmas dinner is Monday, December 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. here at Unity. We'll do a burning bowl on Sunday during the service. on December 31st at 11 a.m. and a Whitestone service the following Sunday in January. That's our wonderful lineup. Holiday season's always so much fun here at Unity. So thank you.
Morning, everyone. I didn't mean to forgive you for all the harm you've done. I didn't plan to understand you, but against my will I've begun. In searching my soul I found that place. Now there's no mistaking this calmer space. I never counted my blessings. I only saw where you failed. Blinded myself to the lessons you taught in tender detail. Well, time has a way of clearing sight, like slowly someone turn on a light. I'm adding years to my life, years to my life, by saying goodbye to my anger. I've frozen years of my life, holding so much gold inside. Now finally I find I have cried the ice away. I didn't know you'd consumed me. I couldn't see what I'd become. Thought I was some kind of grown-up, but I was still so young. And the more I denied it, the worse it grew, till all I was left with was blaming you. I'm adding years to my life, years to my life, by saying goodbye to my anger. I've frozen years to my life, holding so much cold inside. Now finally I find I have cried the ice away. Years to my life, by saying goodbye to my Thank you.
Okay, that's our message for today. Making love the bottom line. Wow. Couldn't be a more perfect song. Well, it also happens to be, did you know, today is Diwali. It is a Hindu, Jainist, Sikh festival of lights. It's a time of year, a celebration where it's celebrating and symbolizing the triumph of light over darkness, of enlightenment over ignorance, or knowledge over ignorance, and good over evil. So it's an auspicious day to talk about making love the bottom line. So then I was thinking, what is the distinction between love and light, right? So light is this radiance of being, and love is the means through which we express the light. We express the Spirit of God. We express the light of the divine. And that is what overcomes the darkness. That is what gives light and intelligence, and awareness over ignorance. So making love the bottom line is inspired for me by a chapter that was in Marianne Williamson's book, The Law of Divine Compensation. In her book, she has a chapter called Making Love the Bottom Line. But there's a lot of directions that could go in, and I've taken a more metaphysical focus of that today. But anyway, the law of divine compensation, she talks about that no matter what loss you endure or what chaos there is in life or has taken place, there's one ultimate solution, that brings the universe into checks and balances, and that is love, capital L, love. Making love this bottom line, of course, is the core teachings of many of our world's religions, of course, Christianity. And today I want to share some ideas about that. How do we do it? What's in the way of our doing that? And uncovering those barriers. So I'll share from various teachers. There is an article that in a book that Unity publishes. It's called Living Abundantly and Embracing Your Unlimited Good. One of the barriers, bottom line of what it talks to, is that our barrier of making love the bottom line is when we ignore our own healing, we ignore our own pain or step over it. So she talks about, Reverend Kelly Isola talks about a friend of hers that she knew for many years. For decades she sought out multiple modalities to fix her brokenness, looking for answers on how to heal herself. And the belief that we need to transcend the human condition and that this physical world isn't real, or that heaven on earth needs to be something different than what it is right in front of us. That's the dilemma or the harm that new thought can do. And that is if we're denying our humanity in the process, in our quest for ascension or overcoming, transcending. So this causes much suffering and denies our humanity, and also keeps us in separation and duality, the irony of it all, right? That by denying that part of ourselves, we're actually staying in duality. I've had my own personal growth experiences in my life, and that's also led me to that belief that, the bottom line is transcend, transcend, transcend. And yet, I was cutting off a piece of my heart by shutting down feelings and emotions. And there was a title of a book years ago called Feelings Alive Never Die. And that is true. What we keep buried inside of us that is not in our awareness will hold us back, whether we realize it or not. It's our guidance, our spiritual guidance, that brings us to the tools and the people that can assist us in healing those wounds. Because if you can't feel sorrow, you certainly can't feel joy. Our feelings, because we are humans, our feelings are our antenna. That's how it's our antenna, So when we're aware in our bodies what we're feeling, and we, can be aware of what's going through our nervous system. We all have the experience of feeling stress in our bodies, don't we? We can notice when our muscles are tense, or you can notice when you feel powerless and, in the solar plexus area, that's our sense of power. Or we're holding back our truth and our throat is, stuck. So that's, we need to pay attention to that because our body doesn't lie. It's telling us something is awry and we need to attune ourselves to that Holy Spirit. We need to attune ourselves to that which releases those burdens. It's not always easy to put love as the bottom line, but nonetheless, we get to have the opportunity for those lessons all the time. Here's one of the things Marianne Williamson said about putting love the bottom line. She said, putting love first means knowing that the universe supports you in creating the good, the holy, and the beautiful. It means knowing that you're on earth for a purpose, and that the purpose itself will create opportunities for its accomplishment. Love is not a way out of our sorrow, it's the way through it. And that love needs to include yourself as well as others. That love, or to really, truly love, is to have equanimity toward yourself and others, and toward everyone and everything. And Anthony DeMello, who is an Indian psychotherapist, a spiritual teacher and a writer, a public speaker, he has a book, or published a book called The Way to Love, which were meditations. They were called his last meditations. And there's a chapter in there where he does a meditation or a commentary on Jesus' admonition that says, as I have loved you, love one another. He talks about love having 3 qualities. And those 3 qualities we have on a slide. It's indiscriminate. It gives love. It gives to everyone, and it does not hold judgment about who deserves it and who doesn't. It's just there. Gratuitousness in the definition that it means it's giving without expectation of return, given freely. And 3, it's not self-conscious. It isn't conscious of itself, little self, right? Or as a separate being. And then he basically talks about that, love is freedom. He talks about the rose. The rose gives off a fragrance. A lamp gives off its light. A tree gives off its shade. And though those things occur naturally in the universe, none of those things are being discriminating. So on being indiscriminate with love, it's in order to express love to everyone, we have to drop the belief, this is what DeMello says, drop the belief that anyone would do harm in the light of awareness. Harm occurs in ignorance, not in malice, and people do better when they know better. So he says that's the first thing we need to do in order to get to that, being freely, giving our love. The second one about gratuitousness or being giving freely, just like the lamp, the rose, and the shade of the tree, don't expect anything in return. So one of the things he says we need to look at is, what is our motivation on what we think is love? What is our motivation? Do we love because we are loving the benefits that we're receiving from our association with this person? Or do we just love unconditionally? And that's also another way to think of gratitude, too. A higher law of gratitude is that we don't need an object to be grateful or to feel appreciation and gratitude. However, it is a starting point. So can you love someone when they don't meet your expectations? So we all have plenty of opportunities to learn this lesson in life, right? When someone doesn't meet our expectations, do we still give our love freely? All right, the third quality of love, being blissfully loving without being aware of itself. That rose, the tree, the lamp are not aware, obviously. They're inanimate objects, but they're not thinking about where their light is going or where the fragrance is going, or, you know, it just is. It's fulfilling the purpose of the rose. It's just doing what roses do. And light does what light does. The tree does what the tree does. And the last one on freedom, how love is freedom. The rose doesn't force you to notice its fragrance. The tree doesn't force you to come out of the sun so you don't faint of the heat. And the lamp doesn't force you to come out of the light so you don't trip in the dark either. So we all want to give our love freely without coercion or manipulation or control. So in the order to give this last quality of love, we need to notice where we may be just a little bit controlling or conditional with our love, where we're trying to force someone to receive it. Remember, love is freedom. So love is indiscriminate, love is freely given, love isn't thinking of it, isn't aware of itself, doesn't think of itself, and love is freedom. The laws of the universe work the same way. The laws of gravity, the laws of circulation, the laws of mind action, all of these things are at work whether we're conscious of them or not. They just are. They're spiritual laws. So ego will sometimes see being, freely giving, generously giving of your love, indiscriminate, not self-aware, or the ego might see that as unsafe, and that it may cause us to lose something or be a doormat. But that really is not the case. And here's what Marianne Williamson said: we never lose when we make love the bottom line. What we give, we receive, and what we withhold is withheld from us because we're holding it back ourselves. Making love the bottom line doesn't mean that you give everything away or that you do anything that anyone ever asks. No. Saying no lovingly is a healthy boundary, and it is still a form of love. But making love the bottom line is knowing that we're on earth to do what love would have us do with resources that we're guided to share. It puts us in a deeper trust in our relationships, and making love the bottom line is the source of our own internal and external abundance. And to quote Marianne Williamson directly, she says, love is our sanity. It does not lead us to unwise behavior. It does not lead us to give money away frivolously when there's a need to save it and provide for our family. It does not lead us to disrespect principles of money management or appropriate laws of commerce, or crazy behavior or being a doormat. Unquote. Love makes all things right by aligning with that power. That in our 12 powers, love is that harmonizing, attracting, the glue of the universe. Love helps us to make amends when we mess up. It helps us to forgive. It helps us to serve and it helps us to live from our divine identity. So these experiences on the material plane, they are impermanent and always in motion, always in flux, constantly changing. But also, God is always present and not ever changing. God is that spirit, and it is continuously that presence of love that is available for us to express. So I wrote something, I don't know, years back. I was thinking, is love a noun or a verb, right? So the only definition in the Bible of what God is that God is love. In 1 John 4:8 and in other scriptures, it says God is love. And in this case, then, love is a noun and a verb. So a love, and that spirit of love flows in us in action, then it is in motion, and it is a verb. So God is both noun and verb. So now that we know what making love the bottom line is, let's look at some practical things on helping us move through difficulties when we're faced with challenges. So the question is to ask two questions. One is ask, what would love do? Now, Karen Drucker is a very enlightened singer-songwriter. She wrote a song by that title some years back, and there may be others by that title too. But her song is What Would Love Do? Says, when I hurt in my heart, I ask, what would love do? When I don't know what to ask, what to do, I ask, what would love do? When I don't know what to say, I ask, what would love do? Anytime I'm stuck in my pain, I ask, what would love do? Anytime I feel ashamed, I ask, what would love do? Anytime I can't find my truth, I ask, what would love do? The chorus of the song is, love has all the answers, love makes no demands, love will lead me to the truth and help me understand. So this is simply put in a song, this is how we make love the bottom line. And there is no way to get to love. Love is the way. And we need to pause, get still in prayer and meditation in our practice, and go within so that we can listen to what love answers us as. A couple more things from Marianne Williamson. She said, quote, by aligning yourself with thoughts of infinite love for yourself and others, you gain dominion over the lower thought forms of the world, unquote. She also said, you are loved and your purpose is to love. And from a mind filled with infinite love comes the power to create infinite possibilities. We have the power to think and attract all the love in the world. Such thinking is called enlightenment, and it is the answer to every problem, unquote. So there was a time in my early, mid to late 20s when I was learning this lesson about what real love is, unconditional love is, and I wrote this poem that I'd like to share with you. For what is love but a state of being, when the highest is seen with angels singing, and the brightest light embraces the shadow, transcending the yesterdays and the tomorrows for the beauty and freedom of the present moment. Awakening love begets everything unlike itself. Fear is love's opposite companion. While fear diminishes and separates, love expands into oneness. Love is the essence of you and I, the highest of the high. And as we awaken that dormant light, and the chalice within our love expands. Light holds no fear. As we wash our chalice hearts of the darkness, there is only room for love. Love is being. Being is love. Love has no object outside itself. And as you free yourself to expand your love, I am free to expand mine. And we are one together, individual and yet the same. Expansion into the universal oneness of being. There is an abundance of love, enough for you and enough for me, enough of you and enough of me, for we are enough. We are love. For what is love but a state of being when the highest is seen with angels singing and the brightest light embraces the shadow, transcending the yesterdays and the tomorrows for the beauty and freedom of the present moment. Now to conclude, love is the solution to every problem. Love is the means by which light overcomes. Thank you. Thank you. Love is a solution to every problem. Love is the means by which light overcomes darkness. And love is that great harmonizer that rushes in and fills the gaps where there is a need for healing and restoration. To make love the bottom line, it brings you peace and freedom and joy. And it requires our vulnerability. So when you are struggling, remember to ask the question, what would love do, right? When I hurt in my heart, what would love do? When I don't know what to ask, what would love do? When I don't know what to say, what would love do? Anytime I'm stuck in my pain, what would love do? Anytime I feel ashamed, what would love do? Or if I can't find my truth, what would love do? There was a teacher I studied with and did music for retreats every year, and Michelle O'Donnell used to say, remember that every condition or circumstance that is before you that is dark or darkness, you are the light to that darkness. I am the light, you are the light, we are the light to that darkness. So knowing that, we can also ask the question, what does love need from me? How can I be the light to this darkness? So I'd like to end today with a song by Denise Rosier, a beautiful song called What Love Needs. And Forrest is going to, and Ian, the band's going to accompany me, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you. I could wear a rainbow in the month of June, put a quote on my car window about the good I want to do. I could buy a poster praising everybody's worth, take a picture by a waterfall and prove I care about the earth, to show I know what love needs. That's who I could be. my voice speaking from my truth. What love needs is showing up, knowing what is mine to do. What love needs are hands and feet. What love needs is me. I could circle holy places to visit when I can, pin a ribbon on my overcoat, raise another flag. I could cheer the loudest for someone else's work, tell the youth to go forward and heal the world of hurt, to show I know how love moves. That's what I could do. What love needs is my voice speaking from my truth. What love needs is showing up, knowing what is mine to do. What love needs are hands and feet. What love needs is me. We'll never find a brighter light than the one shining as our lives. When one of us stands, we all rise. What love needs is my voice speaking from my truth. What love needs is showing up, knowing what is mine to do. What love needs are hands and feet. What love needs is, what love needs is, what love needs is me. What love needs is me. What love needs is me. And you. And so now we'll prepare for meditation. So our online people can hear the bowl. I'm putting the microphone over here too. All right. So since we're on the subject of love, I want to start with a mantra, Aham Prema, which means I am love. And I am love. So just feel the vibration moving in and through your body, attuning to that love, that presence that is within. Take some slow breaths and allow yourself to feel the presence, sense the presence, or see the presence of light shining down in through the top of your head and moving in and on down your spine and into your heart, out through your hands and feet, and back up through your heart, up and out into the universe and back in through the top of your head and down. This radiant light of being. Let these words be your words. I am love. I have all the love of the universe above me, below me, before me, behind me, to the right and to the left of me. And so whenever I need to align with this love, I sit and I let go and I allow love to do its work of healing. I release, I let go, I surrender to love. I release, I let go, I surrender to love. You might want to put your hand over your heart now. Feeling the home of your love, where you receive it and where you give it, your spiritual heart, really. And we allow that love to harmonize everything in this physical body, harmonize muscles, organs, tissues, bringing peace, allowing my thoughts to be of peace. So just continue to allow that current of love to flow until your body even dissolves. Perhaps you're not aware of your body, but you're just in that infinite field of love and light, presence. And to everyone and everything, animate, inanimate, those that we know and those that we don't know, we freely let our love flow. lighting up the darkness, bringing enlightenment to ignorance, turning chaos into beauty, harmony, order. So we give thanks for this time, for these moments of quiet and stillness that we have access to anytime we so choose to still ourselves and sit and listen and be. And for this unity with each other, with the Spirit, we are grateful. And so it is, and we shall say, Amen. So take some deep breaths and move your body in a way that feels comfortable. As we come to the close of our meditation time. Peace be with you. Love be with you. Light be with you. Joy be with you. And as they say in response, and thank you. All right. Oh boy. So, now is the time to bless our gifts. And Maureen's going to do that.
Thank you, Val. That was incredible. What a meditation today, right? And especially the way it opens, my God, it was amazing. And your message was wonderful, just wonderful. So thank you so much. So the ushers have come forward. This is the time we have to collect our gifts. But before we get started and before we say our prosperity blessing, I want to let you know that we've contributed tithes to the Eastern region and to Silent Unity as well this month. And we've also received a thank you letter from the Habitat for Humanity from the Richmond metropolitan area. They're grateful for the gift that we gave. This was a tithe that we gave them recently. And they say that our support enables families to have safe and healthy home. And they give specifics about a specific family who originally came from Syria. And the home that we worked on is directly helping a family. I wish you could see this picture of this lovely family. These are the people. So the work we do has a real impact, not just an abstract impact, but a very real practical impact, and they're grateful. And I think you should give yourselves a hand. Okay, so say the prosperity blessing with me, please. Divine love, expressing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
How I start my day is the way my day is gonna be. How I start my day is the way my day is gonna be. It's up to me to be thankful. It's up to me to be kind. It's up to me to be grateful. It's It's up to me, it's up to me. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day when I wake, there's a choice I can make to be glad or be sad, forgive or stay mad. It's all up to me. I'll give them what it'll be in my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day when I wake, there's a choice I can make to be glad or be sad, forgive or stay mad. It's all up to me. I focus on what will be in my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Come on, sing it with me. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. I said today I love my life. One more time, sing it. Yeah. Today I love my life. Thank you.
Thank you. That was fabulous. Now, will the ushers come forward, please? So once again, we thank you for the gifts and for your generosity. I mean, everything we give, we tithe to, just like we're asking you to tithe to us. So your generosity is so greatly appreciated. Let us say the blessing together. We give thanks for the gifts that will support our mission of creating a spiritually awakened world. And now I'm very happy to see we have children in the house today, so come on forward, kids.
Hello. Today in YU we made bracelets with Valorie, which we're gonna sell them at for an affordable price at the church Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would like to thank Lori for her materials, time, and treasures.
All right, so we had a combo nursery school age today because our nursery worker Amber's birthday's today, so we let her have a day to celebrate. So.
Happy birthday, Amber.
We have some more youth downstairs too, still working on some of the bracelets and things. But today, do y'all want to share what we did today? Yeah, you can show them your pictures. Do you want to tell them what we talked about?
We made pictures. We made like outlines of stuff and filled them with beans.
Very nice.
Mustard seeds.
Okay, so the mustard seed is the smallest seed that there is, but it can grow to be the biggest out of all the things. And so we talked about how sometimes we might feel small in what we're doing or our faith, and we might need to ask or go back to where we got it from the first place. We had some amazing answers from our young ones today. And so, yeah, we just created some art out of some beans and mustard seeds, just to keep this lesson with us as we go. So, fun times.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a time for thanking everybody who makes the wonderful stuff that happens here possible. I'll begin by thanking Reverend Val again for a beautiful message and a wonderful meditation. So powerful. And the best band in the world. We're very grateful for Ryan, Ian, and Forrest. Thank you, fellows. You're wonderful. And thank you to Debbie and Penelope for keeping the building square and our hospitality. We're very grateful for the people in the AV room who bring us lights and power and music and sound and everything, and the people who help keep the grounds, and all the volunteers who participate in all of our activities, the Habitat for Humanity, the karaoke, Men of Unity, Women of Unity, the teachers, the prayer chaplains. We have prayer chaplains available to pray with you after the service. Will the prayer chaplains come forward who are praying with us today? Thank you. Prayer chaplains, keep your prayer intention confidential. And it'll be put in the prayer box as well to be prayed on for 30 days by our prayer team. So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. All right, now let us stand and say the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.